Welcome to another episode of The Broker's Brew on the Marketing Mortgages podcast from Social for Brokers with me, Chris Target. So if you haven't listened to one of these before, every other week I'll jump on the podcast with a nice cuppa. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see I've got a cup of tea ready. And I'll give you I'll speak about kind of social media tips, strategies and hacks that you can implement straight away, all in the time that it takes me to drink a brew. So I am recording a few back to back today for the podcast. So I'll be drinking quite a few brews in the process today. Just wanted to share a bit of feedback that we've got from the podcast from a few people that have messaged. They've said that they really like these episodes, and I'd love to hear more feedback from you guys. If you get a chance, drop me a message on LinkedIn or Instagram, Facebook, wherever it is. They love the rawness of these episodes. They like that I'm speaking straight to camera. They like the authenticity of me drinking a brew. But the main thing is we've had a lot of feedback on positive results, that people have started to put these kind of bits into practice. So everything I speak about today are actual things that you can take away and go and put into practice this afternoon. So if you're lifting in the gym or you're on a walk, take a mental note, or if you're listening to it whilst you're on hold to a lender, take a few notes down, main points in this episode, and you'll be able to take your online marketing to the next level. So today we're going to get into it. Right, I'm going to have a sip of this brew. So I'm going to be talking today about something that you can utilize that's completely free, but can actually have a huge impact on the amount of people that see your business on social media. Obviously, if you've read the title of this episode, you probably already know that I'm going to talk about family and friends. These are people that you have around you already who can help you land more business. Okay. So think about how many family and friends you've got around us. These are people that are rooting for you to do well on business. You've probably got an auntie or something that will comment on the odd post and say, great job, and they're following your journey on social media. You've got uncles, you've got mums, you've got dads, you've got long lost cousins, or simply friends that you went to school with. These are all people that you've got to put in your mind, and when you're thinking about who we're going to ask for help. So think about those people that you've got, and it might be a list of 5 or 10 people. Okay. Think about these people and think about the ones that you've helped with their mortgage or protection. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky, so if you hear it squeaking, I'm going to have to invest in a new one. So apologies if you can hear that on the podcast. But getting back to it, think about all the people that you've helped with their mortgage or their protection in the past. And this doesn't have to be a mortgage within the last 4 weeks, 12 weeks. It could be years, but just put together that list of people that you've helped. Okay. And what you want to do is to add them all into a WhatsApp group together. So WhatsApp groups are great if it's your aunt, your uncle, your mum, your dad, your brother and your sister. They're great for WhatsApp groups because they all pretty much know each other. Or if you want to keep them separate, you can use something called a WhatsApp broadcast list. Now, a WhatsApp broadcast list, a lot of people don't know what they are, and I'm going to talk you through exactly what they are in a moment. You will scroll past them every day that you use your phone, and it will depend if you use an Android phone, so like a Samsung or Google phone, or if you're using an Apple phone, they'll be in slightly different locations on WhatsApp. So a WhatsApp broadcast list is essentially like a BCC email where you can write a message, and that message can contain a video, text-based, it can contain a link, just like you wouldn't send a normal WhatsApp to people. But what happens is when you send them out to a WhatsApp broadcast list, it will go to them like a personal message. So normally to send out a bulk message to 10 people, you would normally add them to a WhatsApp group. You'd compose the message and everybody would see that you have sent that message out to all the people in the group. WhatsApp broadcast list doesn't show them who you've sent that message to. So it looks like it's come from you personally. Okay. I found this exercise when people have done it using WhatsApp broadcast lists. What we're talking about today works a lot better, purely because the message seems a lot more personal than sending a group message. So it's as if you've picked out this specific person to help you. And as humans, we love to be asked for help. Okay. A lot of people are scared to ask for help, but the people that you ask for help will respond a lot more positively than you think. Okay. So with that in mind, pick out 5 people that you know wouldn't mind putting their face out there, taking a photo of themselves, and we'll get into exactly how to do it shortly, okay? And what you want to do is send them this exact message. Take a sip of this brew again. So what you want to do, write out, "Hi guys," or "Hi." You don't, if you're not using a WhatsApp group, you don't want to use guys because it will look like it's come from or going to lots of different people. So a bit, "Hiya, I'm looking for a favour, please. I want to upload some success stories onto my social media channels." That's where you come in. "Would you be able to send me a photo of you either sat at home at the moment, so on the sofa, or if you've bought a new home, maybe one of you in front of the house? I'm going to upload these to my socials with a little story of how I helped you with your mortgage. Would really appreciate it if you could, please." Okay, send that message to them. And then what you want to do is to get those messages back and get the photos and save them into your phone. Little side note, if you're messaging people that you say you haven't helped them with their mortgage for 2 or 3 years or their protection, what you'll probably find, you haven't spoken to this person in a while, they'll probably come back and say, "Do you know what? Actually, John, I've been meaning to book an appointment with you for a while. Now you've texted me, I'm going to get booked in with you." So it's a great way to generate leads unassumingly because you're asking for something completely different and they don't see it as like a direct call to action for business. So it could help that way. But what we're looking for here is photos. So what you want to do, take each one of these photos. It might be a photo of them on the sofa. It might be a photo of them in front of the house. And create a social media post describing how you help them arrange their mortgage. And you can give as much or as little detail as you want. Obviously, GDPR, you're going to be very careful what you say. But you could just say, "Look, we helped so-and-so buy their dream home and help them with a mortgage the last 5 years. We also helped with X, Y, and Z in their protection on their building and contents," whatever they feel comfortable with you sharing with your audience, okay? What you then want to do is tag them in the post on social media, and it'll increase the chances of their social media audience seeing it. So it'll increase the chance of you getting new leads because you'll, one, be pushing it out to your audience. So if people have been on the fence as to whether to book an appointment with you and you upload a photo of Mr. and Mrs. Jones, who you helped them with their mortgage back in 2023, buy their dream home, that might be the push that they need to book an appointment. But also you gain access to Mr. and Mrs. Jones' audience if you tag them in it and they share it to their channels as well. So you could even put in the bottom of the post, if you're not following our page already, please make sure you do to keep up to date with the latest mortgage news. Okay. It works because it's a photo of real people. Your audience don't know that these people are your family and friends. And even if they do, they can still see that you've helped a real person. Case studies and good news stories always work well on social media because the audience might be going through a similar scenario and you've proven that you can solve their problems. And I'm harping on about that point, but it's that social proof. And as I said before, it increases the chance of them reaching out to you rather than Jones's mortgages down the road who haven't showed people case studies. Okay. So we've done the photos. That's step one. If you want to take it further, what I would do is start asking for video content. Okay. So instead of thinking of 5 people, think of 3 people that are comfortable with social media and they're comfortable being on the camera. Okay. If you can't think of a family member, some of your family might not like doing video, maybe message some past clients that you really got on with that you know would be comfortable on camera. And then instead of asking for a photo, ask for a quick 30-second recommendation. And if they want a bit of guidance on the video, a lot of people say, "What do you actually want me to say?" What you want to say to them is, there's 3 things I want you to go through. Talk, 1, about how you helped them. So was it a mortgage for a new home? Was it a remortgage? Was it life insurance? Was it income protection? Second one, how did it make them feel? So was it a positive experience? Did it reduce stress? Did it save them time? And then third, which is really, really important, is what was the easiest part of the whole process? So they could say it was really easy to book an appointment. It was really easy to communicate with the team. It was really easy to get through to completion. So those are the 3 things to recap. Ask them how you helped them, how it made them feel, and what was the easiest part of the process. Now, these videos are absolute gold. And they can be used more than once, guys. Remember this. I talk about this a lot on the podcast and when I'm speaking to clients. You don't have to use one piece of social media only once, okay? Because the people that you show it to today, either in 6 weeks' time, they'll either forgotten about that video, so it will kind of re-jog their memory, or they might not have seen it in the first place. You know what I mean? If you're uploading it at half term, kids might be on holiday. If you upload it in 5 weeks, 6 weeks' time, they might be at work and scrolling through social media. So try and upload them every couple of months if you want and use them as real social media success. I'd upload them to Facebook. I'd upload them to LinkedIn. I'd upload them to TikTok. I'd upload them to Instagram. Put them as many places as you can. And I'd also recommend uploading them to your website as well. Have a customer testimonial page. Google reviews are fantastic. I speak about them all the time, but video testimonials are even better because you can share them in so many different ways. Instagram stories as well. Perfect example. Don't be scared then to send these to clients that have booked an appointment or they might be on the fence. So if somebody messages you through Instagram going, I've got a question about the 100% mortgages, wondering if you could help, and you answer the question, but they don't book an appointment, you could just fire a video over going, this is a first time buyer that we helped. They were in a similar position to you. Take a look at their review. If you're happy to, book an appointment. So again, it's that social proof. Or when they've booked an appointment, say if it was a landlord and you've got a review from a landlord, when they've booked that landlord appointment, just wanted to share a video review with you of somebody that we've helped as a landlord before. Okay. When you're uploading to social media, sorry, I've missed a point that I've made here in my notes. When you upload them to Facebook as a video, upload them as a reel, not as a standard video, because the reach on Facebook Reels at the moment is a lot higher than just a normal Facebook video. So just remember that, upload it as a reel, not a video. So that's step 2, getting video testimonials from people. Step 3, and this is for mortgage advisors and clients that feel confident enough, is to invite that client onto a live. So it could be a Facebook live, an Instagram live, a LinkedIn live. Personally, I think Instagram live is the easiest one to do. So invite them onto an Instagram live or choose the channel where your audience spend the most time. Because if you're in a very specific sector, say like NHS doctors, LinkedIn live might work better. And very similar to the video, sit down with them, talk to them about the whole process. Okay. How easy did they find it when they went through that whole process with you? Why wouldn't they do the mortgage on their own anymore? Because they're going to talk about how good you are. And before you start, have this one thing in place. I'm just going to have a sip of this brew and I'll go through it. So before you start that Instagram, LinkedIn or Facebook Live, have a list of 10 questions you could ask them, because you might feel the conversation stalls a bit. So start with a bit of small talk, kind of when did you move? What did you do? Where did you move to? Why did you seek our advice? And then talk about things. Who's your favourite member of staff if the conversation goes dry? Did you enjoy coming to the office? Were you happy with doing a Teams call? Were you happy that we spoke to you about life insurance? What was the easiest part of the process? Are you going to use us again? Do you know what I mean? Just things like that you can have a chat to them about. Now, the best thing is with the Instagram Live, it will save it as a video, and Facebook as well. Save it as a video that you can use on social media. And then you could use something called Opus Pro, where you could snip it up into 30, 15-second videos. So that's a piece of content that you've done on a live, but you can use over and over again. So that's point 3, okay? So first one, send them a message, ask them a photo. Step 2, ask people for video testimonials. Step 3, ask them to jump on a live. Okay. Now, a biggie is, remember, if you've got a team in the office, you can ask every single one of those people to carry those steps out for you. Now, it doesn't matter if they're a mortgage advisor or an administrator. They have clients that would do something for them. An admin assistant may get a better response by emailing John Smith than if the mortgage broker emailed them directly. Okay. So if you've got 3 brokers or 3 members of staff, if they get 3 family members' photos and stories, you've got 9 engaging social media posts ready to go. Okay. That's massive, because even if you could get like 2 videos out of that, okay, So get your staff, sorry, I lost my train of thought then, I'm drinking too much tea. So get your staff to ask people that they know, if so families, friends, or past clients that they really got on with, that they know would ask them for reviews. Now, you've got some really good social media posts there. That's without you having to create a video yourself or create anything in Canva. And with this type of content, we're doing three things. We're saving time, as the content is being created for you by other people. All you need to do is to write the caption for the post. Number two, it displays social proof to your audience by showing them happy clients. And number three, it increases the chance of higher reach and engagement because we're using real people who are very likely to share your content to their channels. People love speaking about themselves on social media, and they are much more likely to share your post if it's a photo of themselves. So I'm going to finish off the end of this brew. Give it a go. Drop me a message. Let me know how you got on with it. But this is a great way to create content without you having to do much at all. They're going to do the job for you. If you're not signed up to our email list already, make sure you do. It's socialforbrokers.com/blog. And we give out tips like this every single week straight to your inbox. I will catch you on the next episode. Cheers.